what's yours. Focus on what yours is. Focus on your peaceful place. Focus on your journey. Focus on when you're being talked to and focus on when you're speaking. Make it about you. You need to be the center of your universe. And you need to give yourself empathy, self-love, and more perspectives that are correct about you. Because sometimes we tell our things that just aren't true. So we want to find the barriers that keep us from moving forward. That's keeping us stagnant into a life or a mindset that's not so good. Have you ever heard somebody, every time you see them, it's just one big complaint about their job, their family, their kids? They create that because they probably, first of all, are getting paid by that job. And if they have a family and kids, these are people that love them. And that's a mindset. That's a mindset that's bad. And that person has to understand that they need to find out where that's coming from. That you don't need to go fix the job, the family, or the kids. That person needs to fix their mindset. And our mindset is where it's at. And that's where we keep ourselves in place. And the more that they think bad about their job, family, and kids, every time they even fucking open a door, it's going to make it even worse. So that's what we need to identify. We need to identify triggers that we like to blame on other people. And write and journey of where it is to fix that problem. And you know what that's called? When you're habitually complaining or happy or anything, and it's habitual. See, habits have rewards, and some of our rewards that we get is demasking ourselves. That's your reward. When we do something that we normally want to do, or we do something out of alignment, we're doing it as a reward to cover up something that we're hiding, an emotion especially. Or when somebody says, man, you're just not listening or giving me good advice. Well, we may not be able to because we're not emotionally capable of doing things. And so a lot of when we're holding ourselves back and we have fears, we're getting a reward for that, covering up what hurts us. Otherwise, we want to do it habitually. When you do something habitually, there's a trigger, but there's a reward for our habits. There's a reward that we get. But sometimes that becomes our way of life without even knowing it. So think about that. What reward does your mind think it's giving you by being afraid of going forward? What reward are you getting by not journaling? What reward are you getting by not finding out different perspectives in life and different things of working? You're getting a reward because you're protecting your fear, you're protecting your ego. And those aren't the rewards that we're looking for. What we need to do is we need to expose our emotions and do self-reflection. We need to find out where they came from. And then we need to find out how to fucking crush them. And you're going to do that by giving affirmations. Somebody told you that you're fat or you're ugly or this or that. It'll really bother you. I was with a young kid one time, and people made comments that are stupid. And I was related to him. And we were at an event, and of course he grew up 2 or 3 years. And he also put on a little bit of weight. And right when he got there, someone who didn't have it, I said, man, you're round. Why adults say that, I don't know. But that affects the way we feel about ourselves. And the way that you feel about yourself, when you relying on what other people say, you need to focus on the compliments. But one bad thing can really shut us down. And other people's perspectives about us sometimes shut us down. And there's people that are going to do things, say things, get into other people's business. Those are the people we shut down, right? So when we're going forward for our personal growth, it's going to start fostering a positive mindset. That's your job, to foster a positive mindset in your life to where everything is positive in your life. That makes it better. You don't have time for other people's cockadoodle bullshit.